in the last days and weeks, there's been a huge increase in attacks by Ukrainian forces.
Corporate narrative, all in an effort. I mean, they're all making money off of this war. You know, all of these mainstream media networks are making money off of. Just look at BlackRock, for instance, going and meeting with Zelensky, shaking hands with Zelensky in Ukraine. And they now own a 14% ownership stake, I believe it's 14%, of News Corp, Fox News Channel, right? Why do you think Tucker Carlson was pulled off the air? I mean, follow the money, people. Follow the money and listen to them push this narrative for war. It's pretty straightforward.
I found a fucking journalist.
At least in the cynical circles where I swim. And the dam that Russia blew up.
Now we can't do it.
And including attacks on
the border, just a few kilometers from the border of Ukraine, where Ukraine has been launching a massive attack on this city. It's been estimated by the governor that over 600 shells have come down. And we're here to show you today what the real situation is, as we can hear shelling. This is a special update for Redacted. I'm Patrick Lancaster here in Shebekino, Russia, in the Belgorod region, where in the last days and weeks there's been a huge increase in attacks by Ukrainian forces. Just behind me, this fire department is fighting this fire in this garage area here, where there was several impacts today. And we can see this is in a residential area. On one side, apartment buildings. On the other side, forested area. And we've already seen several locations hit just today. The governor of the area says that there has been over 600 shells launched on this town in the last 2 days. Over here, we can see the impact hole.
That's a Heisman. That's
one
ours.
of the shells that came from
They
that
got 3
direction.
settings.
In that direction is just a few kilometers, Ukrainian territory, the Ukrainian border. So no question where these shells are coming from. We're just going to do our best to show everyone what's happening here. This is an update especially for Redacted, and we're going to bring you more as it comes, and you can see the extended version on my YouTube channel, Patrick Lancaster. We've got a lot more to come. All right, now we're just up the way, still in the
You're
same
a fucking
street.
man. You're a fucking
the other
man.
attacks.
I admire you, man.
Street,
I can't believe you did that. But you're awesome, dude.
This one's address 111. We can see home destroyed. This didn't happen as recently as what we just saw, but another home destroyed by Ukrainian shelling. And we're going to keep pushing on. Find out what more information we can find. We see fire up ahead. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get to it or not. All right, so we've moved on to a different part of the city, not too far from where we were before. This is the street Zhelezny Doroga, which translates into railway or railroad. And we can see this apartment block here took a direct hit this morning. Apartment still smoldering. It appears possibly the fire department was already here and tried their best to put out the fire, and it's just smoldering a little bit. But let's go ahead and take a look. Take a look. We're inside at the door of one of our apartment that's still smoldering, and this wall is almost red hot. We can see the paint melting off. And I don't think we're going to go in too far in, but just to give you a little bit of a look. Just too dangerous to go any farther in. The smoke's pretty.
Get the fuck out of there, man.
Alright, so we just came to a Petorka grocery store, as they call it. Number 5 grocery store, they call it in Russia. And we see there's another impact here with shrapnel on the ground. Apparently a different type of ammunition was used. This wasn't what we just heard, the incoming, but another type.
The Heismars leave a hole, they go underground.
Here destroyed, or the grocery store, back of it destroyed. Big impact here. Cars destroyed. no military vehicles.
These are poor people. Look at the houses. Them are poor people.
Sort. Just civilian areas under attack from Ukrainian forces. And here we can see inside the windows
They're killing them, man.
of this grocery store. Freezers, refrigerators, and look here in this card here. I'm not sure if you can see that. Eggs roasted by the flames. All right, we're here in the very center. We see this market, a big hole in the side of this building.
Oh, man.
One lone man we were just talking to, still living in this apartment. Says all his neighbors, his wife, everyone is evacuated, but he just doesn't feel he can do it. He was actually born in Ukraine and doesn't understand why Ukraine is shelling and hammering the civilian areas here. All right, and we've shown you everything we can here. We made it to the center of the center, showing you a lot of destruction here in Shebekino. Right now we're in front of the House of Culture, in front of the I Love Shebekino sign here. See, 99% of the town here is evacuated, still some people, but this is a life here in Shebekino, Russia, under constant Ukrainian shelling. We've heard many shells today, not too many got too close, which is great. We had some grads that we were a little nervous about, but we're showing you everything here on the ground, and you see what we see. And this has been a special update from Shebekino, Russia, for Redacted.
Thank you,
Sick.
Patrick Lancaster,
Holy
reporting
shit.
for Redacted this afternoon from Shebekino. We really appreciate it.
We're going to go in there and we're going to tear
Under
Russia
constant
apart
shelling
and
in
kill
those
all them
areas. And
people
thank you to
and kill
everyone watching
Putin,
right
man.
now
And
who
it's going to be
subscribes and
fucked
supports
up, dude.
independent journalism. Chances are you're not going to see this coverage on CNN or the mainstream media because they don't want you to see this. So
No, you don't get a lot of actual war footage. Not that that's something we want to see. We want to live in a world where there's no war to have any footage of.
Right.
But when you think about how CNN really got their start around the Iraq wars and how, because we at least got to see images of things like that to make it real to us, and that built a whole news network. Well, what do we see now is mostly images of the Ukrainian army kind of mulling about equipment, right?
Right.
Still images and phony headlines.
Well, CNN actually were the ones that admitted that Ukraine has kept reporters from covering the front lines of this
Right.
war. Of course, they famously did we've got an exclusive where we get to go to the front lines with Ukraine, with the Ukrainian military. Wow. Really? You got an exclusive where they're going to let you see what's actually happening?
Right.
What happened to war correspondents? Of course, when Zelensky and the Ukrainians nationalized the media, there are no journalists in Ukraine actually covering this anymore from the national perspective. Go ahead, David.
That's what I was going to say. It's like people don't understand how much danger these people's lives are in on a daily basis to bring you that kind of coverage. And there's so many anchors and stuff on like you said, there's no investigative, there's no war journalists anymore that are stepping out of their ivory tower to go out from behind their teleprompter to go cover this stuff. And so that's what makes propaganda easy, because there's no coverage, there's no footage of it. So just hats off to Patrick for putting his life in danger
Patrick's
to bring us
a
the
fucking man.
news.
Yeah, I mean, we should be skeptical about a war where the technology is better, but the coverage is worse.
I
than
know,
the
that's what I said
original
from the
Iraq
beginning.
War.
So there's no
That
footage of
made
anything.
CNN famous, and just today, the news that CNN has ousted Chris Licht as the
Disconnected.
head of the network now.
Son of a gun.
I mean, it really says something when CNN
Connected.
has terrible ratings
Well, what's
during
up?
wartime.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I mean, not that again, I would love to live in a world where there's no war to cover at all, and the media just has to do better, do different things. But that's not the world we live in. So the fact that we get so little access to actually seeing what's going on, have to trust these bullcrap headlines, and see so few things. So we really appreciate this inside scoop from Patrick Lancaster, and we appreciate the sacrifices he's making to show us these things.
We have links to Patrick's work in our description below as well, so please check that out. We've got more news to get to here on your Wednesday. We're going to dive deep into how Tucker Carlson just destroyed the mainstream media and went really after the propagandists. And I want you to watch a piece. There's a section that I want to show you and see if you can pick up the Easter egg, the hidden nugget that Tucker mentions in this. See if you can find it. We'll show you that. We'll show that to you in a second. But first,
we want to tell you about our friends over at Stamps.com, because Stamps.com gives you a post office in your office. Now, if you are someone like me who loves stationery, who loves having tracking information,
Label
who loves
makers.
label makers, all of that stuff, then Stamps.com is for you. For instance, just today, we mailed off our quarterly payment for our taxes. I went to the post office and I put in the tracking number so that I could get regular email updates, so that if I ever get any, flack from the IRS, I have all of the emails. So I love this kind of stuff. That's why Stamps.com is so fun, because it gives you all of that control plus more, so that you can ship for your business, for your life, with a lot less hassle. You get postage rates that are the best discounts in the industry, especially considering postage rates just keep increasing. And they have amazing partnerships with USPS and UPS for unbeatable rates of up to 84% off. Plus, Stamps.com automatically tells you your cheapest and fastest shipping options, and they've been your postage partner for the last 25 years. It is really a stress-free solution. You just print it, slap it on your box, and go. Extra credit if you have all the nice stickers and labels where you can just print a sticker and then it looks like a real sticker. I have those too. I have label makers. I have all that stuff. I love the label makers. I love stickers. I love stationery. I love September.
We get it.
Okay, sorry. Let me tell you how you can.
You're an office supply nerd. We get
I
this.
am. I love the smell of pencils. Okay, sorry. Where I'm going with this is tell you how to sign up for a promo code. Use promo code REDACTED for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, plus free postage and a free digital scale. That's also super awesome. No long-term commitments or contracts. Again, go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter the code REDACTED.
Let me show you an online website that generates automated income from anywhere you have access to the internet. Now, honestly, you should just hit skip on this video unless you'd like to discover how you can use the world's simplest income generation website to deposit commissions in your own bank account every single day. And just so you're aware, this requires no experience.
This is the only one that
whatsoever. It's completely
takes a guitar,
separate,
too.
Okay? No,
Has
no
reverb
whatsoever.
on
You
it
just turn it
and
on
a tone
works for
stack.
you.
So I'm gonna
takes
run it with my
literally
tube amp.
15 minutes to set up and generates
I
income for
hope.
you and everyone else 24 hours a day.
But it's got
7
3
days a week,
chips.
365 days a
3
year.
op
There's
amp
nothing
chips.
like
Those are
this
the like
internet. It's
the top of the
perfect
line
solution for any age, ability,
op amp.
or
They're the
background.
shit,
Doesn't
right?
matter if
They're
you've
like
ever
the
done
good
anything
ones,
online
man.
except for maybe sending an email. You have all the skills you need to do this, and there's only 3 simple and free steps to get your new website earning for you.
Plug a microphone and a
Now,
guitar in.
that's
You
all
got
need to know.
reverb,
There's a register now button somewhere around this
which is
video
cool.
on
The
this
amp have
page.
built-in
Just click
reverb.
it, and
So I'm
you'll
like,
jump
all
over
right,
and you'll
yeah,
go through
man, I have reverb to
exactly
it.
the process to
Remember
deposit
the
commissions
shits
in
right
your
there?
bank account daily.
Excited to get it.
But if you want a
Had to
little bit more
order it in from
information, I
China.
want to tell you that it's 100% secure. Everything is 100%
That's like
secure.
a
It's compatible with a
nice
phone,
guitar
a
amp for
tablet, a computer,
$35.
a laptop. Doesn't matter as long as you have access to the internet.
I could have got one I built
Whether
it, but
you're
I
on
just,
Wi-Fi,
nah,
whether
man,
you're
send
just
that some
on
bitch to
your
me
cell
ready
phone
to
in
go good.
Starbucks. Doesn't matter. It will
I'll get me
work
another
for
kit and
you.
build it. It's
It's
cheap.
available worldwide, which is super exciting for me and for everyone else. Worldwide availability. There's no technical experience required whatsoever. Like I said, if all you
So
know
you
how to
look
do
at
is
all
to send
these.
an
None of
email,
these have
you can
take
use
guitar,
this.
you know.
You don't need to know how to build a website.
That one's the
maintain a
same, but it
website,
just has 2
anything like
mics.
that.
It doesn't
You don't
say
have to
they'll
do
take
any
a
selling
guitar.
or any phone
Which sucks
calls,
because
no
this one has
selling at all,
delay
and you don't have to
and
download or
reverb.
install anything.
Reverb.
A website does all the work for you.
Oh, well,
Okay?
it's supposed to be.
Now, I want you to
Oh, I just killed a YouTube. All right. Yeah, man, that was cool too. But yeah, and they're for karaoke actually. So they have the audio input, which I don't know if I can use it, but you can plug a CD in there and you can blend the mic and the guitar with it, which makes for a good immersed experience. That's why karaoke's cool. But I'll be plugging the guitar in. See, this one's just too. They might run something a little different for a guitar input than a mic input. So I don't think the guitars would work on these as good. The one that's for the guitar, but this one here is cool because it's got remote switch. The switches aren't soldered to the board, which would help me out because I can mount the board down lower. I don't know where I'm going to put the board, yet. Let's see how big the thing is. I got a little one over there I'm taking out, but these three come out. They're a little tone stack in there. But the one I'm getting, it has about like 6 or 7, so it'll be like this long. It'll go to here. I don't know, maybe I'll overlap them with this other amp that's right here. I might take this amp out because it's having a little bit of problem. So I'm thinking maybe I'm going to just take this one out and just put that new one in right there. It'll fit right there. Because this knob got jacked up and it's kind of weird. But, well, there it is. So sad video, huh? Been lying to us like a motherfucker about Ukraine. It's like you can fucking be a weirdo and fucking believe that bullshit coming out of our news. I tell you, we're sending fucking weapons over there and they're using them to bomb, just kill Russians, man. If they want to kill Russians, oh, you see this? They want to go over there and kill them people, man. For no, I mean, man, tell you the truth, man. Everything that they said about Russia in the last 7 years was a lie. Putin bad, over and over and over. And so everybody thinks Putin's real bad. What the fuck? Nobody's told me anything Putin's done. You know, I mean, he has his people over there. I've never talked to a Russian. I'm sure their life ain't as good as it could be. But I don't think he lies to his people as much as our people lie, as our leaders lie to us. I've listened to the guy talk, you know, and he's like, see, so y'all actually have less freedom than my people, and he'll explain it some way. It's like, you're pretty tyrant, motherfucker, but that did make sense. You'll be like, damn, our leaders just propaganda the shit out of us, lie to us like we're fucking stupid. I mean, treat us like we're children, you know. All right. Well, I had a bad night, man. Kind of, you know, it got better, but it just keeps getting worse into the news, man. It's like, I knew something was wrong with this war. I knew something was weird about it. Because, I mean, just all of a sudden, we pull out of Afghanistan, run over to here and start fighting, and we start paying the people we were fighting in Afghanistan to come fight in Ukraine. And I'm like, no, this is clown world. Something's up. This ain't right, you know? It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm going to put them hinges on. And I'm going to go get some cans of foam, man. We'll fill that thing up with foam tomorrow and get some material I'll glue down on it. It's going to look nice. It already weighs, the fucking box weighs 15 pounds. It's, and the guitar weighs 10. So it's, I mean, I built the box as light as I could. I mean, that's some thin plywood on it. And I built it pretty light, as I could, you know, but it's like 14 pounds and with the guitar, so that's 25 pounds with that guitar in it. Pretty heavy. But it's cool. I wanted to make a box for it because it's cool looking and stuff, and it's odd shaped and everything. So like, you know, it's like got a casket almost here. It's like a coffin. I mean, yeah, a casket. Anyway, peace out. If I show this to anybody, I love you and God bless you. Where do I turn her off?